praise to God. I literally just came back from a doctor's appointment. And I found the news out at my doctor's appointment. I started putting two and two together, putting pieces together, and I'm like, nah, this can't be right. This can't be right.
All right, so thanks everybody for coming in. This is going to be my first, I guess, reaction video, and we're going to discuss Tiona J. Story time of a few days ago about an ex-boyfriend of hers or somebody she was dealing with in the past that actually took the life of his girlfriend or mother of his child and also a child. So we're gonna listen to what she's talking about.
And once everything was confirmed, it was like I didn't know how to feel in that moment, and my heart just kept racing. My stomach was in knots. I had to hold back my tears because I didn't want the doctors asking me what was wrong. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. It's just so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking.
Now, as she's talking about this, you would think that she's talking about something that's happened to herself. Like, this is something personal in her life.
Starting today, anyone can monetize with ads as part of the all-new Beehive ad network.
I just thank God. I thank God that I was not a part of it. And that He removed me from the situation before I was a victim. It's just so hard to talk about, y'all. It's not easy. So, I need to get this out. Just be with me, Lord. My heart is just beating so fast. So, some of you guys, y'all been here for a while, and you guys know that I was dating different people last year and whatnot. And there was this one particular person that I was dating, and it's just crazy because it's like you think you know people. You think you know people. You have all these years with these people, and or time with people, and you think you know them, and you don't. You don't know them. You don't know. It don't matter how much time you spend with a person. You do not know them fully. And so, anyways, I was dating this one guy, not the person that I was just dating, not my ex, like, not him. We're not talking about him. We're talking about the dude before him. And we were going out on dates and stuff. I met him through my sister. A lot of y'all know, like, the backstory on this situation already. And, he seemed like a really genuine guy. We went to school together. I knew his brother. Me and his brother played in the band together. Really good people. Really good people. So to think. Really good people. And so,
let me just say this. Just because you go to school with somebody or you knew them in the past or whatever, that does not make them a good person. People will display what they want you to see. And this world would be a much better place if people would take that into account.
he reached out to me last year around June, and asked me to go out with them for some lunch. I told him, hey, let's go, let's do it, whatever. We went, and then after that, it was just we had dates after that, and so on and so on. And eventually, this one particular day, I had invited him over to my house for game night. We had the game night, and there was a picture that was taken that I had posted on my Instagram story, and someone had DM'd me about the picture, but I didn't think nothing else of it or whatever. I just kind of brushed it off and went on about my business. No sooner than, I want to say, maybe 10 minutes later, he get a phone call, and he's on the phone basically arguing with somebody. I didn't know who it was until he told me to take the phone. The person wanted to speak to me. So I'm like, who is this? And he my girlfriend. And I'm like, your girlfriend? You didn't tell me you had a girlfriend. Me being naive, back into the dating pool and stuff, I never thought to ask him about a girlfriend because of the way he was treating me. He was bringing me out on dates and stuff, bringing me outside and stuff like that. So it never dawned on me to even ask him if he was even involved with somebody, right? So I get on the phone with her and I'm talking to her. She, is going crazy on me, calling me all types of this and that and the third, calling me out my name and stuff, whatever. I took it to the chin. Been called worse. And that was that. He got off the phone with her. He had a few words with her, whatever. Got off the phone with her, and he apologized to me. He was like, I'm sorry for getting you in the middle of all of this. And he proceeded to say, oh, she's just jealous because of X, Y, and Z. If this
To say that you're sorry for getting somebody involved in this, but proceed to hand them the phone to get involved with it, is crazy.
your girlfriend, of course she's going to be jealous that you're with a whole nother female. That's not okay. So he was like, I'm sick of her, and just give me the whole rundown about this girl. We're not even really together, we just roommates, such and such and such, or whatever. And at that point, we just called it a night. We just called it a night, right? So I want to say a few days went by, and I had reached out to him, and I told him, I said, I really didn't like how, things had went down that night or whatever. And he was basically explaining to me, he was sorry, that he had even got me into the situation to begin with. Furthermore, the girl had ended up going to follow me over on Instagram and basically stalking my profile. Ended up blocking her. I ended up blocking him because I was just like, this is not what, I'm into. I'm not into nothing like that. Never heard from him again. I want to say last week sometime, he crossed my mind for some reason, and I didn't know why. So I just reached out because, mind you, like I said, I had met him through my sister, but we had also went to school together, but we didn't know. I knew his brother more than I knew of him. And so I had reached out to him. I said, hey, you crossed my mind. I said, I hope all...
Now, mind you, let's go back. She said that he was a good person because she knew him from school. Now she say that she knew of him, so she didn't really know him. She knew his brother. So again, why would you just assume that somebody is a nice person that you obviously don't even know nothing about?
As well, just checking in on you or whatever. I never got a response. And I didn't care whether I had got a response or not. I just, wanted to let him know, like, hey, I was thinking about you. Hope everything's well. So, the other day, I had happened to scroll on Facebook and I had seen a story and it caught my attention for a second, but I kind of just blew it off. So I was like, whatever. So I get on Facebook today at my doctor's appointment and I see this girl and I see this baby and I'm like, who is this? I said, why does that name sound familiar? I said, and why does this town is ringing bells in my ear? So I start piecing stuff together. Mind you, I had the girl blocked on Instagram. So I went to go look at her name that was blocked on my Instagram, and I looked at her picture and was trying to compare it to the picture that I seen on Facebook and to the picture on her profile. And I'm like, it kind of give the same person, but I'm not sure. So I zoomed into the picture, and I'm like, I see the nose piercing. I said, this gotta be the same girl. Yo, this man unalived this girl. He stabbed her, I don't know how many times, but he unalived her. And he unalived her. And his son was there at the time. And he unalived him too. And his son was only 2 years old. And when I tell y'all, it ain't nothing but the grace of God that my intuition at that time to just leave him alone, I'm glad I did, because that could have easily been me. It could have easily been my son. And when I tell you, God is so good, I have to stop playing with God. I have to stop playing with him, because when I tell y'all, he always have my back. He always have my back. And I let this man in.
Now, this is it's a tragic story. And it's sad to hear that somebody lost their life, and definitely a child losing their life. But honestly, I don't feel like this could have been her. Because one, I mean, this guy, you weren't his girlfriend and your son isn't his child. So obviously they had some issues that they were dealing amongst themselves, which is the root to how that all started or how that situation progressed. But to say, that you need to stop playing with God, yeah, you do need to stop playing with God, but you also need to stop bringing random people to your house and around your children that you don't know.
To my home, not knowing this dude would do something so fucking heinous. You know what I'm saying? God has kept me covered, my son covered, and all I can think about is that baby. The mother is on Facebook weeping and crying about how he unalived her child. And it's just so sickening. It's so sickening. They said that he unalived her, he unalived the child, and then took it upon himself to jump out a 2-story window to try to run. And I just don't know how people could be so cruel to a baby. That girl was only 19 years old. I don't know what happened. I feel like he had to snap. He crashed out something, but my thing is you unalived the girl, and then you unalived your own child at that. Like, she has a child of her own. The child of hers wasn't there at the time, but I believe that if her child was there, he would have unalived him as well. I don't know what happened, but all I can think back is to when he was here at my house, and he kept telling me how annoying and how he wanted to get out, how he wanted to move, and this, that, and the third. But he also would tell me how him and his baby mother didn't get along, and I don't know if that was like a jab at her, like, if I take his life, then you don't have him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just hurt, just to hurt. And it's so sad because it's like his brother is on Facebook grieving the loss of his nephew right now, and it's like, how do you even be there for the family? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't believe oh my God, I don't know, y'all. Like, my emotions is everywhere. I just can't believe he did such a thing. When I tell you, like, I never got that type of vibe from him, ever. Yes, he was caught. They said that he was injured when he jumped out the window, so he wasn't able to get away. I don't even want to get into the details of the stabbing because the mother already put up a whole bunch of what she was able to see out on social media. My heart is so heavy. That baby did not deserve that. And neither did that girl. She didn't deserve that. And, you know, she might have said whatever she said, but nobody deserved to go out like that. Nobody deserves to go out like that at all. Yes, it was in West Haven, Connecticut. This happened Saturday morning. Saturday night. It happened Saturday night. Nobody's going to say that. His name was Javon Fletcher.
Wow. This man, I mean, we're not supposed to judge people by their parents or whatnot, but just wow. Oh, that's beautiful, baby. Yes, indeed.
Introducing the Highboy Max Pro electric scooter. Where power and versatility meet in an exhilarating ride.